You go, oh, would you have to negotiate?
Of course.
With that?
Of course. Of course. If you want to, if you want to be an ambiguous idiot and just sit there and say, thank you very much, then you deserve what you get. But if you want to stand up for your rights and you want to stand up for your people and ensure that your people get all of the benefits that they're eligible for, then you will receive those benefits. That question, or that statement, it never hurts to ask. Right? The only dumb question is the one that doesn't get asked.
True. Okay, so actually that's what's called mismatch. Yeah.
I've also been in some very successful Native American reservations where you don't even know you're on a Native American reservation. You don't even know they're Native Americans because they're all walking around in suits and ties. And they're all businessmen. Because they took the time to evolve as a people. They educated themselves using the benefits that were available. They created industry. And they evolved as a people. Do they still have their customs and their traditions? Yes, they do. And they protect those and they cherish those. But they also evolved as a people. Okay, society changed and they elected to change with society while still maintaining their culture and their traditions. Let's take advantage of our benefits, educate our children so that they can evolve to a different level.
Now, if we go further on this, who would make the decision to represent us? Who would make the decision? Who would represent us to go to United Nations?
Well, first of all, we wouldn't go to United Nations until after we were registered as a tribe. Okay. But who would represent us going to the Department of Interior?
Yes.
Actually, they would send somebody here. Okay, and that somebody here somebody that comes over here would have to meet with the council.
So actually, it'd be up to us to make the decision if that was the right person
regarding
to represent us.
It would be an election process. Okay, there would be an election process. And I hope it's not me. I really do. I hope somebody else can take the ball and go with it because I'm tired. I want to raise my chickens.
Those are all the questions a lot of people ask me.
The tribal members each hold a vote. Each tribal member holds a vote. You have to register to be a tribal member before you're eligible to vote. And then the tribal members will conduct an election to determine who is their leader. Who are their district leaders? Who is their tribal chair, their tribal vice chair? Okay. The vote will be conducted by the tribal members.
How old would a tribal member be to vote?
18.
18? Can't believe that.
If I become a member, I pass registration and become a member. Would I have to also put an application for all the children as well?
No. No. If you register as a tribal member, you list all of your children. And your children, when you are accepted and registered as a tribal member, your children are automatically registered as tribal members. Remember I said it is a matter of blood, being a race is a matter of blood, not a matter of law or documentation. It's a matter of blood.
So let's say I become a registered member and then by miracle of God I have another baby. Would I have to turn in new documents or just turn in their birth certificate?
Turn in their birth certificate and add it to your tribal application. add the name to your original application on file, and that baby would automatically be a tribal member.
For the off-island people, how would they register?
They would have to procure an application form. They could be mailed to them, okay? And they fulfill the parameters of that application form, then they can be registered through the mail.
No, where would they have to send it to?
Well, to start with here. Okay. Start with here. We have the application forms available. As a matter of fact, as soon as we can save up enough money, we can get our website back up again. Because for 7 years we've been financing this ourselves.
Going back to full citizenship, if you're a full citizen, will you be able to vote for president?
Yeah. If you are a constitutional citizen, a true United States citizen, then you have the right to vote for president. Okay. Okay. That would be determinable by the Constitution written by the first council. Okay, that's for after we achieve federal registration. Right now, according to our bylaws as a non-profit corporation, yes, she is. Because she is a Chamorro here in Guam.
Second question. Your kids, are they dependent even if they're 18? Or do they have to register?
18 is the age of majority worldwide. So we would do the same thing. It would make the process easier if she registers first. Okay, because then it would be a simple process of saying, oh, your mother's already a registered member. Okay. But yeah, they would have to register.
They still have to register.
Yes, they would, but the process would be a lot easier for them if she registers first.
According to the Chamorro tribe, the minimum required is 1/4 Chamorro. Okay. 1/4 Chamorro blood. So like Palawan Chamorro, or Filipino Chamorro, or
If they can prove that 1/4 Chamorro blood, they're still eligible.
They're in the tribe, which is huge on Guam and abroad.
As we go through the years and our bloodline keeps getting thinner, then our offspring will no longer be able to become tribal members.
Who said?
He said 1/4 becoming the tribe.
For now.
That's today. Tomorrow that could be changed by the council. Okay. That's today. By tomorrow that could change by the council. The elected body, the council, would have the power to amend its own laws. Every government has to be able to amend their own laws in order to evolve and to continue to evolve. Because nothing stays the same forever, with the exception of your basic human rights. Any other questions? Okay, if there's no other questions, then thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you very much for taking an interest in your heritage, in your culture, and in your future. And I hope to see you all again. Next meeting, next Saturday night, we're going to go through the same thing until we have expended enough time trying to educate the public, and then probably by the beginning of next year we will submit for registration.